Oh, I got a master's degree and I can't even get a job at Walmart. Oh, I got a doctorate and I can't get a job at McDonald's. Fam, the exact same elitism that has got you feeling entitled to a job you just assumed you're overqualified for is the exact same elitism that got you a degree that's not getting you hired. You have allowed the capitalists to artificially inflate the value of your labor. You have allowed the capitalists to tell you what matters. I just hate this, oh, I'm so overqualified, how am I not getting this job vibe? Because first and foremost, it's straight up disrespectful to the workers on the floor. The reason why we have so many McDonald's workers and Walmart employees is because we as a society have deemed that they're actually super important. Readily available food in a supply store you go into at least twice a week are vital to our high-functioning society, even if it isn't the most complicated work. So the backhandedness of the assumption just don't sit right with me. Running a McDonald's, running a Walmart is not rocket science. But a rocket scientist is not about to just roll up into these establishments and know how to run them smoothly simply because they studied science. It's gonna take experience, it's gonna take training, and to the people making these comments, it takes people skills that just based on these comments, you probably don't have. I just feel like a lot of y'all are applying to these jobs jokingly, just so you could have the story to be like, I even applied to McDonald's and they wouldn't hire me. And that's corny to me. Like we ain't all struggling, and now you talking down on the McDonald's worker. I'll see you bougie unemployed motherfuckers at that May Day protest tomorrow.
People are having a hard time admitting that the old job story is falling apart. For years, everybody was told the same thing. Go to school, get the degree, get the job, work your way up, stay loyal, build a life. But now people have degrees and still cannot get hired. People are applying to jobs they once thought were easy to get and getting rejected. People are working full-time and still cannot afford rent. People are quitting because they cannot take care of themselves and survive a 40-hour week at the same time. And that is why this conversation is so uncomfortable. Because it exposes two things at once. Some people look down on retail, fast food, and service jobs until they need one. But those jobs are still real work. They still require skill, patience, training, and people who keep society moving. At the same time, people are realizing that being educated, hardworking, or qualified does not automatically protect you anymore. The system sold people a dream. Now, a lot of them are waking up tired, unemployed, burnt out, or underpaid, wondering what the dream is supposed to buy them.
Because I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours a week at the same time. I've almost been fired from every job that I've ever had, and it's not because I'm not smart. I actually tend to overperform in the beginning. It's just that after some time, I inevitably burn out once I wake up one day and realize that I haven't taken a shower in like 3 weeks. If I could take care of my basic needs and work full time, I would have done that by now and then some. It's a form of self-sabotage to honestly be putting so much energy into these executive functioning skills at work and not have anything left to give myself. And it's like a part of me does feel insane by quitting at the verge of a recession, but it's like if I actually want to build a future for myself and get there in one piece, taking care of myself has to become my full-time job.
This is the most gutless generation, I swear. Thank God these people weren't in charge of landing at Jamestown or settling the West, because we literally wouldn't have a country. If you can't work a full-time job where that is literally your only responsibility in the world without forgetting to shower for 3 weeks, there is something diagnosably wrong with you. Self-care is not a full-time occupation. The world does not owe you the space and the funding to just sit around thinking about your own wellness or whatever. And this philosophy represents far too many people. If this culture cannot grow a spine, and quickly, we are well and truly screwed.
I'm just doubling down at this point. I'm about to get fired from my day job. I work part-time in retail. Before that, I was a recruiter working in corporate for a very large tech company. My dream, my goal, what I do for most of my job, most of my life is stand-up comedy. And it's finally happening, okay? This is me and my co-host at the Comedy Store in LA. The big room. We're working things. We're doing things. Look at this. We're having a good time. Sold out show. 370 seats. This is me and my co-host at the main room in the Comedy Store. Like, I'm supposed to just keep going and working in retail and corporate jobs after this? Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to double down and start posting more on TikTok. Like, I am. okay? Sue me, please follow me if you would like to see parts of my journey, my hot takes, the little sketches that I do on here. I'm just a man trying to follow his dreams, okay? I am doing my best. Please, God, someone help me, because like I don't know what else to do. I don't want to keep working these silly little day jobs just so I can go to my passions exhausted and tired of the bullshit, okay? So if you want to support like me, just a wonderful, hilarious, fun, hee hee ha ha, cool gay guy, I would love that. Thank you.
Just simply not meant to work 40 hours a week for somebody else. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know like how else to get it across, but that's just not me. It will never be me. I hate it so bad. Like, I need to figure out how to make my own money. I need to figure it out. Because if somebody could keep telling me how much I can get paid a week, how will I ever be the millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire I was destined to be? Making a capped amount of money. It's not going to happen. They sold you the American dream. They sold me the American dream. You know, go to school, graduate college, get a job that's going to pay you about $100K a year if you get accepted, you know, because you know these days it's hard to even get a job with this job market. You got people with degrees who can't even get a job. So yeah, I would rather not. I would rather, you know, bet on myself. You know, I would go dead broke to make myself rich, and that's something a lot of people can't do. A lot of people won't do that, which makes me different from a lot of people. Okay, I go all in on my dreams. I bet on myself, because if I don't, who will?
You know, am I the only one that feels like they can't keep a job for nothing? You know what I mean? I can't keep a job for shit. It don't matter what the fuck I do. I just can't seem to keep a fucking job. You know? And I don't want to make this video trying or making it seem like I'm victimizing myself or that I'm better than the next person. You know what I mean? But I can't ever seem to keep a job for shit. You know, it doesn't matter if I go incognito within the job and just really stick to myself and don't speak to people, or if I might make one mistake and then I'm gone. You know what I mean? I just can't seem to keep a fucking job for nothing. You know, and it's like I'm thinking about this, right? Because, you know, I got somewhat of a following on TikTok. That's cool, right? But that's not bringing in no fucking money right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't seem to have a steady sort of income for myself so I can move out of my parents' crib, you know, by trying to work a regular job, because, you know, no matter what I do with each job that I get, I just seem to fuck it up. I just can't seem to keep a job no matter how hard I try. No matter how good or serious I take the job. If I take it serious, I end up losing it. If I bullshit, I end up losing it. If I'm in the middle ground, I still somehow, some way end up losing said job. You know, I just don't fucking get it.
One thing about me, I'm going to find another job. The fuck you mean you've been here 20 years and we're getting paid the same amount? Ain't no way in hell. That right there let me know that this company wasn't a good fit for me. Because there's no way a company that is a good fit for me will let me work for them for 20 years and I'm making the same money as a new grad. There's no fucking way. And then you want me to train a new grad, because 20 years ago you didn't need that certificate. Now you need it. So you want me to train a new grad for her to come in and take my job, and now I'm jobless. That is diabolical. And I don't really think people realize how quick the years go. Sometimes you be working a job and next thing you know, you be like, yeah, it's my 5-year anniversary. And in your mind, you can't really fathom that because it don't feel like you've been there for 5 years. It seemed like, damn, I thought I just started this job. Your life done went by. You have been stealing a pack of printer paper every month since you started that job. Them people done finally let you build up enough money so that they can give you a felony. See, this is the type of shit, that's why I don't stay with one company too long. Because you're not going to give me no cake and no flowers for no 20-year anniversary at no job. Where is the money? Where's the bonuses?
And this is where the frustration gets deeper. Because some people are not built to spend their whole life working jobs that drain them just to barely survive. That does not mean they are lazy. It means they are asking a real question. What is the point of working if the work cannot afford you a life? People are watching rent hit numbers they cannot even make in a month. They are seeing co-workers stay at companies for 20 years and still make the same as someone new. They are seeing people with degrees get rejected, while others burn out trying to keep up with basic responsibilities. And yes, dreams matter. But dreams are hard to chase when your day job leaves you exhausted. Creativity is hard to build when your energy is gone. Self-care becomes impossible when every ounce of discipline is spent just trying to function at work. That is why more people are questioning the entire path. Some want content creation, some want business, some want investing. Some just want a job that does not make them feel like they are wasting their life. And maybe the truth is, not everyone is entitled to success, but everyone deserves a fair shot at stability. People should not need a master's degree to afford a studio apartment. They should not have to choose between mental health and employment. They should not feel like working hard only keeps them stuck in place. Because the real issue is not that people do not want responsibility. It is that responsibility has gotten too expensive to carry.
Well, I think I now know why kids around my age don't even want to work. Especially in California where I'm at. I saw a for rent sign, $4,800 a month for a small ass property. I don't even make that.
So, these kids that aren't even working, making no money, they're in the same boat as I am. I'm making this money just for no reason. Working all these hours for the money to not even be going anywhere.
I don't have property, I got nothing. What am I gonna do? I'm working and I can't even afford to live anywhere. What's the point of working? I need to move states.